Okay. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching this. In today's video, where we're going to be finally tearing into my 96 Seadoo GTI. I bought this last March, I believe, of 2018, and took it out in June. Worked great. Went to take it out in July and had a catastrophic fuel leak, or what I thought was a fuel leak. Still not sure what exactly it is, but we're going to find out today. We're going to be replacing all of the fuel line, which I guess is a common issue on these Seadoos. The gray fuel line, I've read a couple blogs online, they say to replace it. So we're going to do all new fuel line. I got some new good adjustable hose clamps for it. Bought these off Amazon for like $6, man. Guys, Amazon coming in clutch all the time with good prices and stuff. And 2-day shipping, you can't beat it. So anyway, yeah, so we're going to put this thing back together. And maybe even have it running today. I don't know. I don't have a set deadline as far as when I want it done. I know for sure that it needs to be done by August, because that's when I'm taking out for my birthday weekend, actually. This one and the other one outside, we're not going to mess with that one today, though. I just want to try and get this one back together and maybe fire it. So let's get started. Whew, okay, so finally got the first freaking crush hose clamps, I guess is what you call them. These little guys right here. Can't really see. Yeah, that little sucker. Finally got the first one off, which is not crazy, but you can see this hose is less than pliable nowadays, so that could have been the source of my fuel leak. Hard to tell at the moment. So I need to try and get all of these off, and it runs and goes that way towards where the fuel tank is not currently, because currently the fuel tank is actually right there next to my fuel box. So yeah, like I said, we gotta replace all that fuel line, then I can finally put it back together. So this is going really well. Buy a Seadoo, they said. Actually, before we get into cutting the line, I wanted to show you guys, because again, I'm trying to be an informational YouTube as well as just a blog type deal. So with that being said, I got this fuel line off of Amazon. It was recommended by a jet ski blog, recommended by Seadoo, or a Seadoo blog, as this is common fuel line to replace the gray stuff. As I said, that everyone always says to replace because of gunk buildup. Mine doesn't have gunk. Again, but this is crappy old 1996 fuel line. So we're gonna be replacing it with this. It should fit. I know it's 1/4 inch line and the bombardier is metric, but I believe it should still work just fine. I did name her Sunshine, by the way. You always gotta give them names, otherwise what fun is that? Another indication on how old this line is that it does not want to flatten out. For any goodness. So if anything, I'll cut this just a little long. That way we have just a little bit of room to adjust it. This came off of this one. Ooh yeah, nice tight fit. Oh, hey, you know, it works better when you have the hose clamp on there. I'm supposed to be a professional. I did go to school for all this and I am certified. Not as a bombardier technician, but whatever. screwdriver. What did I do with it? And the flat blade isn't working for you. You could put a socket on there. It would work great. Okay, woohoo! Our first section of new fuel line. This is actually getting exciting now. So here's something. I remembered when we took this apart. Here's something, if any of you guys out there are ever working on Seadoos, before you take your fuel pump out, you're gonna have 4 of these inlet or outlet nipples, so to speak. And as you can see, we numbered them to a corresponding hose in the jet ski. Since I'm replacing them right now, I am gonna have to remark the new hoses where I take them off and just kind of pay attention to that. But it's just a little bit of a helpful tip for you guys. This is the level sender, I guess. I don't think it's a fuel pump. Everything I read is that it's not a fuel pump. It's just a level unit, which is kind of confusing because my fuel gauge doesn't work. And when I electrically tested this, it works great. So that's for another day. Like I said, we're just replacing the fuel lines and trying to get it back together today. So just wanted to share with you guys that little note of information. So, okay, so we got that long stretch of fuel line out with the little Y bridge. It's gonna be number 3. So we'll go there. So right now I'm gonna put it up on the bench and try to get this Y piece out so that I could start replacing all these little chunks. And then I'm just gonna do, like I said, one solid piece, which I still don't understand why this split is here. That bothers me. I don't like that. So one solid piece of hose, we'll get that fed back in and we'll keep on trucking. Awesome. That's weird. No!
What?
Found it!
What?
My valve! That hose! It's not connected! That's my reserve line.
There you go.
So it leaked just the reserve fuel out, which is why this was empty. Because I realized this goes to the reserve thing.
So the fuel line came off?
That's what it looks like. It's not there. Look, it's right here. It's right, if I can grab it. So all I leaked was this, which is why there's hardly anything in this.
There you go. Well, cool. Put it all back together. Let's take it to the river.
So that might be the cause of my fuel leak all along. That was not connected to my reserve line valve on the knob, which when the jet ski's running, this should be, you know, fuel on, fuel off, reserve. I don't ever remember turning it to reserve, but I might have, just, you know, thinking that was in the off position. I don't know. Like I said, I've only used these one time, so I don't honestly remember, but that could be where that fuel came out of, because if you remember earlier in the video, There wasn't much fuel on this at all. And if I recall correctly, this I think is supposed to be my little bit of reserve, because that's number 4. And when you look at number 4 on our level unit, it says RES, which would mean reserve. That might be a win for us today, guys. I don't know. Find out once it's all back together.